Good evening and welcome to another installment of Oklahoma High School football here on PTCI. Tonight is a matchup between the Fairview Yellow Jackets and the Hooker Bulldogs. Fairview comes into this game with a 4-4 overall record, and Hooker comes in with a 7-2 overall record, as both of these teams are fighting for a playoff spot here in district play towards the end of the season. Only a couple of games remaining. It's a pretty nice night temperature-wise. A little bit of a breeze here. Probably about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Flowing almost out of the south. I can give you some referees for tonight's game. Head referee is J.J. Williams. The umpire is Jeremiah Webster. The linesman judge is Rick Doty. Linesman is Rick Doty. Linesman judge is Phil Bonadonna, and the back judge is Ronnie Tate. Perfect night for football, other than the wind. And here comes Fairview back onto the field. Interesting setup they have for their locker room. You don't see a whole lot of high school teams coming in from under the stadium. That's pretty cool.
It is very dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah. Just another added edge. Okay, yeah, the wind is coming almost directly out of the south.
So tonight we have Jake Barnes on play-by-play, and Sean Barbary here is going to going to attempt some color, which they tell me I'm kind of funny, so we'll see.
Hey, you know, any help you can give me is much appreciated. My voice will thank you.
Well, we'll see by the end of the night if you're still saying that.
It appears that Hooker, after Fairview deferred, obviously would have chosen to receive. So Fairview will be kicking off with the wind. So they'll be kicking it north, and Hooker will be going south into the wind, which is a pretty significant wind, especially with that spread offense Hooker likes to run. So the quarterback better be on.
Well, I don't think there's any way they can keep this in the field. It's going to go through the goalpost and out the back of the...
Well, they're from the Panhandle. They're used to wind like this, and a lot more.
There we go.
Pretty good kick. He's just going to let it roll out of bounds at about the 10-yard line, which is a wise decision. Don't take a hit if you don't need to. So that means Hooker will get pretty good field position to start their first drive here in the first quarter. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10. Hooker comes out. They don't need a huddle.
The ball going out of bounds is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Coming out in the shotgun.
Bulldogs first down.
With a single receiver to either side and a tight end and a running back beside him. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left. Finds a man for a pretty good gain there, about 2 or 3, which will bring up 2nd down.
That's completion number 11, Dawson Metcalf.
And about 7 to go, so they'll give him a gain of 3.
Number 10, Denton Cooper.
Completed pass to number 11. I don't know who that young man is.
Yeah, that looks like number 11 out there on the side. Okay, breaking the huddle again here. Looks like they've got one receiver to either side again. Takes the snap, drops back, bad snap there. Gets the ball to him. He's running upfield, makes a few men miss, has the first down and more as he's across midfield and into Yellow Jacket territory.
That's going to be a first down.
Down to about the 48-yard line, I believe. Oh, they're going to mark him back at midfield. But nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Hooker Bulldogs, moving the ball well early.
On the reception, brought down by number 21.
Looks like they've got twin receivers to the right this time. Takes a snap, drops back, looks to his left, finds a man again. Kind of bobbled it a little bit, but retains the catch, and he'll pick up about 4 yards there.
So they are just hammering that one side, aren't they?
They really are. They saw a mismatch that they're going to exploit. So Fairview better find some answers real quick, or that's going to be an all day. They're going to keep sticking their hand in the cookie jar.
Michael on the reception. 4-yard gain is going to bring up a 2nd down.
Huddling up here, breaking it out. He's got 2 receivers to his right this time. Lined up in the pistol now. Gets the snap, drops back, looking off to his right, lets it fly downfield and just out of the reach. If you're going to have an incomplete pass, that's the way you want to have it.
Oh, sure.
Don't leave it to where it can be intercepted.
You know, I wondered if that was going to fall short, seeing as how that was into the wind, but that quarterback, he's got a gun.
It's good arm strength.
Yeah.
That really was. So that'll make it 3rd and about, it's either a short 7 or a long 6, probably about 7. Ball still on about the 48-yard line, maybe the 47-yard line. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left. Makes a couple man miss, pocket breaking down on him. He just lets it go. And it was almost intercepted. Falls to the turf very innocently, however, and that'll bring it to 4th down and 7 to go. So Hooker stalls out on their first drive here, but they had a lot of signs of life, a lot to work with there. They found some mismatches. And for Fairview, they bent, but they didn't break.
Well, blitzing that last play was key. They really put some pressure on.
Oh, low punt. He fielded it well, and he's got a little bit of room, but they'll corral him at about the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. Punting into the wind might be a bit of a hassle tonight.
Yeah, it didn't really take off, that ball.
No, that punt was only about maybe 20 yards, 25.
And not much taller than that either.
No, and the net punt was about 7 with the return. Okay, here we go, Fairview. They're in a 4 wide set, 3 to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right, and out of the shotgun.
Spread sideline to sideline, just about.
Takes a snap, rolls out to his left, looking for a man downfield, finds one he likes, but he overthrows him by a good 6-7 yards.
That's the wind working against you from the backside, isn't it?
That, you know, everybody gripes about throwing into the wind, but when you're throwing with the wind, especially one significant as this, you've really got to take some mustard off that ball.
You bet.
So that'll bring it to 2nd down and 10. Ball remains on the 40-yard line. About 10 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right, and a tight end to his right as well, out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to his running back. He's got some room outside, but he's corralled pretty quickly after about a 2-yard gain. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 8 to go. Ball at about the 43-yard line.
3-yard gain is going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
And he's clear over on the left hash here is Fairview. Fairview using kind of a muddle huddle here, kind of like the Auburn Tigers use. 2 receivers to either side of the quarterback in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back. He's looking downfield. Got a screen man, but that is well defended. There was nowhere to go with that ball, and he just eats it on that one. Throws it right in the dirt.
Off. He had nobody there. That was a well-defended play.
Yeah, that's one thing that might not be highly apparent to some people. On a screen pass, you are not allowed to throw the ball downfield. So if that screen guy's covered, you better take off running, or you better just throw it in the dirt because you can't go anywhere else.
And it looks like he thought of all those things.
Yeah, that was pretty good decision making. Sometimes you just got to take your losses.
So we're back to the punt.
Hooker has 2 men back to receive. Low snap, gets it off though. Good punt. Of course, he has a 20-mile-an-hour wind behind him, and he drops the return, but he's able to get underneath it. So Hooker will take over there at about the 15-yard line. Great punt.
First down by number 11, Dalton Metcalf at 16-yard line.
Yes, sir. That was a mammoth punt and 0 return.
Yeah, about 45 yards and no return. So that's exactly what you want out of a high school punter.
And of course, that 20-mile-an-hour backwind doesn't hurt.
It sure doesn't hurt, especially if you can get some air underneath it.
Yes, sir.
All right, here comes Hooker out for their next drive. They've got 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right. He's in the shotgun still. Takes the snap, gives it off to the running back on a counter play, and Fairview's all over that one.
They saw that one coming.
They were completely ready for that. So that'll make it 2nd and about 11 to go. Ball moved back to the 14-yard line. And Hooker's not going the way they want to be going here to start this drive.
1 yard loss on the play is going to bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Breaking the huddle here again. 2 receivers to the quarterback's right, 1 to his left, with a running back beside him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes it this time on a quarterback keeper, and he's wrapped up immediately for about a 2-yard loss. Hooker, they abandoned that pass game, and it was working really well for him. I wonder if they'll go back to it.
Brought down in the backfield by 21.
As now it's about 3rd and 16 to go.
Well, it looked like Fairview was in the playbook on that one.
They were ready for that one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go, 3rd and 16. 2 receivers to either side of the quarterback, and he's lined up in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking to his left. Scanning, he's got a man, and he just overthrows him. He threw it to the right spot. It was just a little bit out of the reach of his wide receiver, so that'll bring it to 4th down. He made the right decision, just a little bit out of his reach. So now the punter will be punting out of his own end zone, which is never an aspect that you wish to face.
No, sir. That's a lonely feeling back there.
Gets the snap. It's a good snap this time. And the punt does not go very far, but it does come to rest here at about the 33-yard line. So Fairview starting with great field position. They're winning the field position battle right now. But that Hooker defense was stout on the first possession. I imagine they're going to be even more so this possession with their backs already kind of against the wall to start this drive. Fairview lining up here.
What do we got there?
They've got 4 receivers, but they're in real tight. 3 to the quarterback's right, 1 to his left out of the shotgun. Looks like Hooker jumped off early there, number 27.
Oh, it's a he said, she said type deal. Wait, he said. There's no she said. Well, there might be.
There could be.
There could be.
It's 2016.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ref's going to talk it over here a little bit. Because sometimes an offensive lineman will jump, which will force a defensive lineman to
Yes,
move or
sir.
vice versa. False start against the offense, so
Oh.
that'll help out Hooker's defense there.
Sir, that's for the cause. Right
Any
there.
free yardage you can pick up is more than welcome. So that'll make it 1st and 15 now. Ball on about the 38-yard line. Fairview lines up again, that same formation. 3 tight receivers to the quarterback's right, 1 to his left. Out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls out. That's a bootleg all the way.
Makes the corner.
Hooker's got to wrap him up. They finally drive him out of bounds, but not until he gained, I believe, enough yards for the first down. If not, it's close.
Looks like they might measure.
Oh no, I think they're going to call him just short.
Okay.
Yep, 2nd and 1.
14-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 1.
2 receivers to the quarterback's left now, 1 to his right. A couple running backs with him in a pistol. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, but there's nowhere to go. He pitched it back to the quarterback. That was an interesting play.
That was very.
Looks like some old AFL film. Some old Oakland Raiders from like 1970 out there.
Some sort of flicker type deal.
Yeah, it's getting wild out here.
End result is the first down.
Yeah, it definitely picked up enough for the first down. That quarterback's pretty wiry. So that'll make it 1st and 10. Ball at about the 22-yard line here. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right. He's still in that pistol with a couple of backs with it. Gets the snap, hands it off to a fullback, and he doesn't have a whole lot of room, but he gets a pretty good gain, about 3 yards.
But I tell you what, Jake, this Fairview team has a bucket load of plays, don't they?
They really do. I've seen him in spread, I've seen him in pistol, I've seen him in tights. They've got a lot of plays. They're definitely a multiple schemed offense here.
Yes, sir.
They're lining up in that pistol set once again here. It's flipped around to the other side this time. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off up the middle once again, and he's got a lane. Makes a couple of men miss, and he gets all the way down to about the 5-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal for Fairview. Boy, that fullback, he is a brick wall. Freight train running through there.
Yes, sir. You have that tank ability. Just crashing through.
Clock continues to tick down here, about just under 7 minutes, excuse me, to go in the first quarter. Lined up in the pistol set once again, same set you saw the last play. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, rolling out to his left. It's a quarterback run all the way. He's got a little bit of room, but they close the gap fairly quickly, and that'll be a gain of maybe a yard.
They caught him around that corner that time.
Yeah, Hooker was. They said we've seen that before.
Yeah, I think if he would have made it though, it might have been tough to catch him.
He's pretty fat. He's got a little bit of wiggle in his step too.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be 2nd and goal at about the 4 for the Fairview Yellow Jackets. Bringing it in tight here once again. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and another out wide at the numbers. Sends a man in motion, gives it on a jet sweep, and he's got all kinds of room, and he'll be in. Touchdown, Fairview Yellow Jackets.
Number 2, Nick Bollinger, Yellow Jackets touchdown.
That jet reverse set up very well. They had those 3 receivers in tight that worked as basically 3 lead blockers, but there was a lot of room. He didn't really need them. And he'll waltz into the end zone for a touchdown. They appear to be lining up for the 1-point try. Gets a snap, hold looks good, kick is up, and it is through the upright, so that'll make the score Fairview Yellow Jackets 7, Hooker Bulldogs nothing, with about 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. You know, that Hooker defense started the drive with their backs against the wall. You still want them to go out there and get a stop, but when the offense starts in enemy territory, that's an uphill battle.
That's true.
Well, that kicker for Fairview looks like he could be a defensive lineman in college. He's a big old kid.
Well, he doesn't take much of a run at it, does he?
No, he doesn't need one. Kick fielded at about the 10-yard line. He's finding a little bit of room here, decides to take it up the middle, runs into his own man, and he'll be taken down at about the 27-yard line.
All right, let's see if we can find a little fuel like we had that first sequence of downs.
That passing attack was really working well. Let's see if they go back to
Number
it.
7, Carter Nadell on the return. Tackle made on the
But you know,
play.
like we said, if they keep going to that well, they're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And maybe they figured it out.
That's the thing. You've got to play the adjustments game too. It's a chess match as a coach.
Yes,
You've got to think, is he gonna know what I'm thinking? I've got to think what he's thinking, and you've got to be 2 moves ahead. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Hooker Bulldogs. They moved it back to about the 26-yard line. 4 receivers, excuse me, to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right. And now we got a stoppage here. It appears that Fairview is going to take a timeout here. They're first of the half, which will leave them with 2 remaining.
I'll tell you what, Jake, let's take a timeout for ourselves.
Okay. Back to the action here. Hooker resumes play with the same set, 4 receivers in a diamond formation to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to his right the whole way. Finds a man. Did he make the catch? The referee says no.
I don't even know where the ball is.
That was a well-thrown ball.
Where did it go?
But where did it? Oh, the ref already had it. Yeah, that was some pretty good sleight of hand there by that referee.
Yes,
that ball disappeared.
I don't lose the ball often, but I just completely lost it.
That was a well-thrown ball. The receiver's got to come down with that. All right, here we go. Here's spread formation. 3 receivers to the quarterback's left, 2 to his right. He's in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion behind him, takes a snap, throws it out there on a quick screen. He's got a lot of room, and I think he got enough for the first down there. If not, it'll be very close, but a good gain. Fairview was not ready for that. That was a great call by the offensive coordinator for the Hooker Bulldogs.
Well, they found that corner and he had some speed. They're moving chains. So
they are giving him enough for the first down.
10-yard gain on the play.
And that moved him all the way up
For the Bulldogs.
to about the 38-yard line, I believe. Gain of 12 on the play. Spread formation once again. Quarterback takes a snap, throwing a bubble screen to his right now.
Oh, he's juking.
He's juking and jiving. He danced inside, though, and he maybe should have gone outside. He might have picked up a little more. But nonetheless, it's a 2-yard gain for the offense. Up to the 40, so that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Spotted at the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 8.
Ball down here by the right hash. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The score is still Fairview 7, Hooker 0. Breaking the huddle here, 3 receivers to the quarterback's left, 2 to his right. Takes a snap, drops back, looking left, finds a man. He's wide open, makes the catch, and he's going to get a lot more.
Yes,
he
sir.
might take it. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown as he falls into the end zone. That's a great play for the Hooker Bulldogs there as they take it all the way. That was about 60 yards on the pass. Great call. They saw something.
That pass was like a frozen rope, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Just
thing
a scream.
had a rocket on into the wind, which has died down a little bit,
Thankfully.
but still, that thing was a rocket. That was great. He made the right decision. He's making good decisions tonight. Great call for Hooker. They saw a mismatch and they exploited it. Lined up for the extra point here to tie this game up. Kicks up, it looks good, and it is. So that makes the score now 7-all between Fairview and Hooker with about just over 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
4:34 left. First quarter, Fairview Yellow Jackets 7, Hooker Bulldogs 7.
Getting a little exciting here.
Yes, sir. Now we've got ourselves a football game, don't we?
Yeah, this might turn into a little OU Texas Tech.
Oh, now you're talking.
They better get after it, though, because that game That game was the total score for combined for both teams was over 100 points.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen a game quite like that.
I don't know, probably not.
You know, what I like about what I'm seeing down here is his hooker's already back on the field. They're ready to go.
Yes, they are.
They're chomping at the bit.
They are hustling for sure. They're in great shape, you can tell. Kicker looks like he's fighting the wind a little bit here as he's trying to get that ball in the tee.
Well, it's down, but I still think it's up around 20-ish.
It's a pretty good breeze. And, you know, it's not real bad up here. It might be completely different out on the field.
Oh, that's true.
Looks like Hooker's ready to go, as is Fairview, as they get set for their next drive. Hoping to go down and score again. They ran the ball all over Hooker on the last possession. High, fairly short kick, fielded at about the 25. He's got a little bit of room to the outside, makes a man miss, tries to reverse his field, and he does. He's got all kinds of grass in front of him, but he is ran down.
Number 82.
By number 82, excuse me. Comes to rest just under the 45-yard line. When he went to reverse his field, I thought he shouldn't have done that. That never works, and boy, it worked out well.
He had a clear road ahead, so.
Great effort by number 82 to run him down and corral him.
Yes, sir.
Because he had the end zone and on his vision.
Are you a big fan of the checking the sideline for the play type deal?
Not really. You know, I've seen OU do it in the past, and it really kind of aggravates me, to be honest, but it can be effective.
Seems like it slows the game down.
I think so, too. Takes a snap here, gives it up the middle, finds a little bit of room, but not much to speak of. He might have gotten 3 or 4 yards there.
But he was just playing pinball there, wasn't he? Bounce.
He was. But a good job by Hooker to not let that pinball turn into a high score.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be second and about 7, maybe 6 to go. As Fairview does not huddle up, they kind of do a muddle hoe, again, like the
muddle.
Auburn Tigers.
I like that, muddle hoe. Is that copyrighted?
I don't know. I don't think we're going to get sued.
Okay.
3 receivers to the quarterback's right, 2 to his left here in the spread. Sends a man in motion. Hands it off to him on the jet reverse. Oh, no, he kept it himself.
The keeper down the middle.
Quarterback keeper, he got enough for the first down there. I think I got fooled just like Hooker's defense did on
Well, that little quarterback, he's a pretty good illusionist.
If you have a good mesh with your running back or your wide receiver, it's difficult to tell who has the ball. Everybody has to do their job.
It was a clean pull.
That was a really good job by that quarterback. Here we go, Fairview lining up once again. They've got 3 receivers to the quarterback's right, 2 to his left. Sends a man in motion again. Gives it this time. And he's got some room. He's got enough for the first down. Tries to cut back. Nowhere really to go, and they shove him out of bounds. Just past the 35-yard, or almost to the 30-yard line, which is definitely enough for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10.
You know, I'm surprised that they have enough speed to get all the way to the outside of those plays. That's a long ways across.
That is it's about I think 52 yards is the width of a high school field. So here we go, 3 receivers, quarterback's left, 2 to his right, sends a man in motion again. Keeps it himself off to the right. He's got some room. Makes a few men miss. He's still going down to the 10, almost to the 5, where it'll be 1st and goal for Fairview.
All but for a jersey is a touchdown right there.
That was a great touchdown-saving tackle there. For, I believe that's number 12 for Hooker Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
And this is an interesting juxtaposition of these two teams. Fairview running the ball well all over Hooker, and Hooker is just eating them alive throwing the ball.
Yes.
2 vastly different approaches to the game.
And you'd think that Fairview would have a pass game going with the win.
Well, they haven't had to so far. Gives it off on a jet reverse. Hooker's more ready for it this time than they were last time, as they do corral him just shy of the end zone, probably about the 2-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal. Quarterback's got a receiver way out at the numbers to his right, 3 to his left, and a running back kind of beside him. Takes a snap. It's a quarterback run up the middle. Can't tell yet. Don't see a signal. Fairview thinks they got in.
I Thought I saw a foot across, but I could be wrong.
And they're calling for third down, calling him just shy.
Ball's going to be spotted inside the 1 yard line.
So they've got
third down.
a couple of inches to go here.
Call it a can of corn.
Yeah.
Seth Adams, the old KGYN guy. Can of corn.
Not a long ways to go here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the quarterback. Running back kind of beside him there in the shotgun. Same play, and he dives in this time. Got skinny and got in the end zone.
He did, didn't he? Just like a paper airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, he folded up like an accordion right there and got in the end zone. Wonder how many different analogies we can come up with for the same thing. Getting set here for the extra point. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Trying to make it 14-7 are the Yellow Jackets. Gets a snap. Hold looks good. Kick looks good, and it is. So that'll make it 14-7 now. The Fairview Yellow Jackets are over the Hooker Bulldogs. Again, with about 1:47 to go here in the first quarter. Looks like we're all set to get back going here. Fairview's almost ready to kick it off. Referee inspecting the ball before he gives it back to the kicker. And Hooker is back. They're ready for the ball. They want it back. They want to go score again. Keep this streak alive. They went from 2 stall-out drives to 3 straight scoring drives between the 2 teams.
Yes, sir. It's been a pretty quick pace back and forth here.
Ball fielded at about the 18-yard line. Got a little bit of room off to his left. Makes one man miss. Just about makes the other, but they crowd around him and bring him down at about the 31-yard line.
Well, now, that's not bad field position. They should be able to make something work from there.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, if you're gaining yards, then you're doing a good job.
A minute 40 left in the quarter.
It gives them plenty of time here to go down and get something going. Maybe even before the quarter ends. With that passing attack, they could be down there in seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Hooker comes out ready to go. No huddle needed for them. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 3 to his right here in the spread shotgun. Sends a man in motion behind him, takes a snap, trying that quick screen out again. Got some blockers, got a little bit of room there. Gets up to about the 35, so that'll make it second and about 6 to go. As Hooker continually just picks up yards systematically.
35-yard line.
Well, if they can pick up 4 to 5 every time, then we're looking good.
Oh yeah, you pick up 4 yards 3 times, that's a first down. So here we go, 3 receivers to the quarterback's right, 2 to his left. Snaps the ball, drops back, sees a guy he likes to his left, gets it to him, makes one man miss.
Nice spin move.
And 2 Yellow Jackets corral him there, but he got down really close to a first down. I think they're going to take a timeout to measure here.
Brought down by number 10,
Nope, they're signaling enough for the first down. So that'll make it 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball at about the 42-yard line with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter, and the score is Fairview 14, Hooker 7. But Hooker is driving. All right, quarterback has 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right, drops back, looking to his right all the way, just a bit outside there and a little behind. So that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, I think that was kind of a busted play. It looked like maybe the receivers didn't know exactly what was going on there.
Yeah, there was a little bit of miscommunication.
A little confusion there.
The wind can affect a lot of things, not just the throw, but it can affect your ability to hear the play.
Well, now that's true. And it is howling down there.
Low snap, quarterback's able to get on it, and he is just slammed down at about the 30-yard line by the Yellow Jackets. That low snap, not a whole lot you can do with it. He did a good job of, first of all, picking up the ball and trying to make something happen. When you've got a sea of orange in your face, as soon as you grab the ball, there's not much you can do.
Well, that's the thing. When something like that happens, you've got to maintain the ball first and foremost.
Yeah, he definitely did his job right there. He made sure they kept the ball. But that'll make it 3rd and almost 20, probably a good 18 yards here that Hooker needs to pick up to get a first down. I'm sure they're trying to keep the ball in their possession so they can pick it up with the win in the second quarter. maybe that'll give them a little bit easier path to throw the ball. If they can hold on to it for 35 more seconds, they can have the wind at their backs. Here we go, coming out after the timeout.
3rd down, 19 to go.
3rd down and 19. Ball clear back at the 33. Takes a snap, drops back, finds a guy over the middle, overthrown, and a little outside, so that'll bring it to 4th down and 19.
I think that ball was actually tipped at the line.
It might have been, Jim. There were a couple of defenders there, too, that got a hand in there.
Yes, sir. As I was zooming back, I thought I saw it start duck wiggling right there about the line.
With that zoom, you've got a better eye than I do. My vision's bad enough. You put me about 50 yards away, and it could get even worse. Hooker lined up the punt. Good snap. Gets the punt off. Much better punt this time. He drops it on the field. He's able to fall down on it. That was almost a highly dangerous play for the Yellow Jackets.
That would have been just perfect had we been.
Because there were 2 or 3 Bulldogs waiting.
Spotted down at the 38-yard line where the Yellow Jackets will take
But he's
over
able to
the first
corral
down.
it, and they'll take over here 1st and 10.
26 seconds left in the quarter.
They've got the ball here at about the 38-yard line. Here we go, center lining up over the ball. Quarterback's got 3 receivers bunched to his left, 1 to his right out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, and they both trip right at the line of scrimmage, so that play's not doing anything.
Well, now, Hooker also looks like they read that play extraordinarily well. They were right there to close that door both ways. So.
There was nowhere to go. That defensive lineman got in there, filled the hole, and I think the quarterback was trying to get out of the running back's way, and they got their feet caught up. Both ended up on the turf. So that'll make it 2nd down and 11. As the first quarter draws to an end, the score is still Fairview 14, Hooker 7.
Correction. End of the quarter.
So we're going to swap ends and come back and do it all again.
All right, here we go. Just about to get the second quarter underway. Hooker is still on defense against this Yellow Jacket attack, where the quarterback has 3 receivers to his left, none to his right, and a back beside him in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls out. It's a quarterback run all the way. Hooker's ready for it, though, and there's a flag on the play. 2 flags on the play. As one comes in late, there might be multiple fouls, or maybe 2 guys just saw the same thing.
You know, I didn't see anything, but I thought it was strange that they ran to the short side of the field. It looked like the play was almost always going to run out of room.
Yeah, especially on a stretch quarterback run like that. I don't know if they both saw the same thing. Both the flags are in relatively the same spot.
Yeah.
Holding against the Yellow Jackets.
Holding against the Yellow Jackets is the call.
So Hooker once again lucks out.
×2? Or?
I don't know if he was just making sure everybody knew what the call was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they can get flagged twice for the same penalty, unless it's a personal foul.
2nd down.
Right?
So yeah, I think it's just the 5-yard penalty, which will make it 2nd and a good country mile to go here.
21, which is right near the country mile.
Yeah, it's close. 3 receivers to the quarterback's left, 2 to his right, as they're probably going to be throwing now. Sends a man in motion, and no, they're not. They run it on a sweep, and Hooker is ready for that.
That is amazing. Number 61 was in the backfield with him.
Breaking that play up to shatters. Looked like a rock through a glass window right there. Just blew that thing up.
Michael Wheeler hit the
So,
backfield by number 61.
if you thought the last play was a country mile, this must be round-trip airfare here on 3rd down, because they're back even farther. They're putting my math skills to the test here. This Hooker defense is.
It's 27.
Ball clear back at the 21-yard line. They started the drive at like the 38. So they are way back there as they come out in the spread once again. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap, fakes it to his running back. He's going to keep it himself. Gives up a pretty good game, but hey, when you've got like 30 yards to go, you can give up 15 on 3rd down.
You know it. You know it.
So Fairview plays fairly conservatively there.
Well, they were just setting up for the punt.
Yeah, playing the field position game. I mean, if you gain 15 yards, that gives you a better chance for a punt than if your quarterback drops back and throws a pick 6.
Exactly.
So you got always got to play the odds.
set
Back
to go
here.
for the punt.
Gets a snap, good snap. Kicks off, and it's a decent punt. Fielded at about the 40-yard line, and he's met immediately and wrangled down to the ground by almost that entire Fairview punt team. I think he's getting up telling his blockers, hey guys, I need some help.
Where were you?
Can't do it all myself.
Tackle made on the play.
Nevertheless, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hooker Bulldogs at about the 37-yard line.
It's like there's this one time when I caught this punt and you guys weren't there.
37-yard line. First down.
Yeah, that'll be something he'll be telling his grandkids if he can remember that play. So here we go, 1st and 10 for Hooker. About 10:24 left here in the second quarter. Score remains 14-7, Fairview in favor. Quarterback takes the snap, drops back, looking off to his right, finds something he likes, and that's got to be a pass interference. He took the receiver down way before the ball got there.
Is that at the 45? Is that when that happened?
Yeah, they're at about the 45-yard line, and he got burnt like toast, so he just grabbed him and yanked him down.
Pass
Wow.
ball incomplete. There are penalty flags on the field.
Got to be a pass interference against the Yellow Jackets there.
I would have to think so. I went downfield chasing whoever was supposed to be catching that ball, and there wasn't anyone there.
Yeah, he got driven to the ground. Quarterback, they ran like a seam route there, and he had an opening. He had a couple of steps on him.
Against the Yellow Jackets is the call.
And really, if you're a Yellow Jacket on defense, would you rather give up a 15-yard penalty or a touchdown? So you might as well pass it. If you're beat, you might as well tackle the guy.
That's what he did.
And that's exactly what he did. So that'll make it 1st and 10 for the Hooker Bulldogs once again in their own, or on the enemy side of the field now. Drops back, finds something he likes,
what a
gets it
catch.
to him. Great catch there. I think that's enough for another first down. And boy, Hooker is just really picking up the pace here.
Well, that was just a
they're going to
beautiful
call him
catch
just
of double
short.
defenders.
That ball was right where it needed to be. That quarterback is really placing the ball well tonight. He's like a pitcher out there.
Yes, sir.
Breaking the huddle now. Quarterback's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking off to his right, and they're all over him for the sack. That'll knock him back close to midfield at about the 47 or 48-yard line.
So they just busted coverage there? Or?
Quarterback sack on the play.
Yeah, some guys just, the blocking broke down, and
Going to bring up a third down and 8.
the pocket started to break down as well, and he probably should have tucked it and ran, but he's trying to make something happen with his arm. That'll make it 3rd and about 8 now, after the nice gain on first down, excuse me. Here we go out of the shotgun, got doubles to either side, drops back, looking to his left, sees something he likes, and it's batted at the line. So that'll bring it to 4th down, with about 8 to go.
At number 65, I think, that real tall defender out there, he's got arms about 5 miles
Got his bear paw up in the air and
Yes, sir.
swatted that sucker down.
He pulled the King Kong, I see a plane.
He's been watching some J.J. Watt film on Sundays. So Hooker comes out here, looks like they're going to punt, play the field position game as well. Fairview back to return, gets the snap, good punt.
Booming punt.
Fair caught at about the 17, 18-yard line.
Oh, that's a good position for Hooker.
Yeah, that's a good punt, especially if you can get no return out of it. They're spotted at the 18. So Fairview will take over 1st and 10. About 8:50 to go here in the second quarter. Again, the score is Fairview 14, Hooker 7. And here Fairview goes again for their next drive. Already lined up out here. They got 2 receivers to the left, it appears, 1 to the quarterback's right, and I think they're lined up in that pistol set again.
It appears to be.
And they are. So here we go now. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback, fakes a pass off to his left. Fullback, he gains a couple.
Jake, I got burned.
Number 45, Logan.
Hey, happens to the best of us.
I got burned. I did. I pulled back. I thought he still had it. I thought he was going for the little quick flip downfield, and got burned.
Yeah, you know it happens.
But you know, I'm man enough to admit it.
Yeah, that's the main thing. That is definitely the main thing. So yeah, a gain of about 2. Not much gain to speak of. Second down here. Still in that pistol set. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to him again. He makes a few men miss with a nice cut. Picks up probably about 4 yards there, which will bring it to 3rd down. And about 3 to go. Ball on the
3rd down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Ball on the 22-yard line. Yeah, I feel like Kirk Herbstreit when he's at the Oklahoma State game a couple years ago. His eyes looked like saucers when that earthquake hit.
It could be, you know. We have those here now.
Yeah, that's true. Fakes it up the middle, got a quarterback run on a naked boot, and he had nowhere to go as he is wrestled down to the ground. That'll make it 4th down for the Yellow Jackets. And that Hooker defense once again stands strong.
Say what? They're humping up, aren't they?
Yeah, they gave up a couple of scores early, but boy, they're focused in, man. They're honed in now.
Yes, sir.
And they are cooking with gas. It's like Hooker's watching for a fake here. Smart idea.
Yeah, very smart.
But they will punt the ball, which is not a great punt to speak of.
Oh, it took a big bounce, though.
Still back to midfield, so that's like a 20, 25-yard punt. So Hooker will take over at about their own 49-yard line, almost in enemy territory.
Well, you know, it's workable field position.
Oh, for sure, especially with that passing attack they've had here early.
Get that big arm back there again, and we'll be fine.
He's got the wind behind him, too. This Fairview defense, they're going to be making some adjustments, I'm sure. Quit getting picked on through the air.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when we come out of halftime.
That's when the big adjustments happen. Yeah. Here we go here out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to his running back. Got some room up the middle.
Nice.
That's an 8 or 9 yard gain there on 1st down.
That was a hole through the middle. You could have driven a truck.
Oh, man, yeah. That was
great play.
Yeah, and he got skinny and he found some room and he got right upfield. North-south running. That's the best kind of running. Well, it's literally north-south running here, too.
Nice call.
So it'll be 2nd and about 2 here. Quarterback's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right out there at the numbers. Takes a snap, hands it off to him again. Why not? He did well the first time. Not as much room this time, however. He'll get up close to the 1st down marker.
Got a man without a helmet out there.
22 center McBee.
Let's see where they spot it.
Right side.
Yep, his helmet came off, so he's got to go to the sideline for a play. Got to get checked out.
3rd down.
We got about a yard to go.
They're going to call it 3rd and 1. I thought he was closer than that.
I did too, actually.
They're calling him just short. That's a good yard. That's a whole yard. But, all right, they're closer than I am. So we got some doubles out here. Oh, nope, never mind. We're going to make that 5 receivers. Takes a snap, looks to his left. Great catch. He climbed the ladder on that one.
But it does appear that he's hurt.
He was at the top of the stairs when he brought that one in, and he had enough for the 1st down. I hope he's okay.
He might have just had some air knocked out of him.
You know, in college, that would have been a penalty. You can't hit a receiver in the air like that.
That's true. And I wonder when they'll change that to be high school rule, too.
You know, usually it's right away. But nonetheless, great catch, great effort. I think he was higher than a basketball rim right there. He could have dunked that one home.
He's got some nice vertical leap.
Still out there bent over a little bit. I think he's going to stay on the field. Great effort.
Yeah, I think he just probably went oofed and once he finally got a breath, he decided he was okay.
That's some toughness. Play clock winding down here. Hooker calls a timeout. With about 5:02 here to go in the half. Score's still Fairview 14, Hooker 7. Pretty good offense here by both teams so far.
Well, I tell you what, this has been a good game.
It really has. It's not so fast that we can't keep up with it.
That's true.
But if you like offense, it's been pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's not like some of those 8-man and 6-man games where you'll see, 72 to 65 or whatever. It's been, we've been able to keep up with it, with the action. Yeah, it's.
One thing I like about coming here is this little community really shows up and comes out for the football and the sports.
They really do. It's nice to see these local area teams coming out and supporting their crowd. And Hooker traveled really well too. There's quite a few fans in the stands over there. And this isn't a 15-mile drive.
No, this is 3.5 hours?
Yeah, about almost 2.5. It's a pretty good turnout. So here we go, 1st and 10. Sends a man in motion behind him, and they blow it dead before he can even get going here, which most likely means false start on the offense.
Somebody wiggled.
I didn't really see any movement, but nonetheless, it's false start against the offense, against the Bulldogs here, and that'll back them up, make it 1st and 15.
First down and 15.
Ball at about the 48-yard line. Excuse me, 43-yard line. Still in enemy territory. Here we go. They're right back on the ball, ready to go. Sends the man in motion once again. Takes the snap, throwing it out to him. That play has worked well all night. Oh, he's looking downfield. He's got a man wide open, and he'll catch it for the touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs. Great call. Great call. They've got him with that quick pass twice tonight. But hey, why not do a double pass?
Absolutely. He had so much time, he even double pumped on that.
Oh yeah, he was making sure it was there.
Yes, sir.
And that defender fell down, lost his footing, or got thrown down or something. I didn't quite see him, but he was on the ground. And Hooker gets into the end zone on a long pass play, 43 yards. And most of that was through the air. Good arm for that quarterback.
Southpaw? Did I see that?
Is he a south? Is he a lefty?
I believe so.
All right, well, I like him even more then. I like him even more then. I'm a lefty myself.
There you go. I think that's what I saw. I could be wrong, but
we might have to do an instant replay check here.
We'll do it.
Double check that. Ref's taking a long time. I don't know if they're making dinner reservations after the game or what, but they've been down there talking for a long time.
Well, they might be exchanging phone numbers.
Yeah, they could, Hey, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh. Here we go. Finally, players are ready to go. Refs are still talking about it. Getting ready for the extra point now to tie this game up once again.
Now, what
and
point
another
do you
stoppage.
You go for 2 on this? Try to get that little advantage.
Well, usually, in these 11-man games, depending on the skill of your kicker, you don't go for 2 unless you have to. The closer you get to the end zone, the tougher the offense gets, because everything gets, gets down into almost a microcosm.
That's true.
There we go. And the kick is up and good. Just got a little information here. The reason the refs were talking so much is they were making sure that the initial pass was not a forward one. You're not allowed to throw 2 forward passes on the same play.
Right, it has to be behind.
So the first one had to be a lateral.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. I wish they'd have done that a little quicker.
When we do the instant replay, we'll check that out closely.
Yeah. Well, another thing, if they're gonna have a discussion like that, they shouldn't have gone ahead and set the ball and let everybody line up.
Well, exactly.
You don't count the play and then go back and change your mind. But hey, they're not paying me to be a referee, so.
But if they were, you would have done it differently.
I might have. I probably would have been out of breath after running all the way down there.
Well, I know I would have.
Looks like Hooker's ready to get this kick underway. After a long scoring drive right there, all through the air.
I'll tell you what, Hooker's got a little fire in the eye, I think.
I guess, not all through the air. They had some pretty good run plays to start the drive off.
Yeah, they did.
Kicks up. Pretty good kick, fielded at about the 15. He's got a little bit of room off to his left. He's made a couple of good blocks, but I think they blocked him in the back. I thought I saw a block in the back, and then I saw a flag come down. So I believe that's going to be coming back a ways.
Berlin carry on the return, penalty flag on the field.
Believe they caught him with a block in the back. Illegal block in the back.
Is there any other kind?
Well, I don't know about in Oklahoma high school, but I know that in college and the pros, there are certain instances where it is legal. If the defender willingly turns his back to you, you can still block him. You can't say, oh, well, I can't touch him anymore. If he turns around, you can block him in the back. But if he has never seen your face and you shove him in the back, then yeah, it's illegal.
And that's a penalty. Well, they've moved him back,
So that'll make it 1st and 10 for Fairview. Boy, they're moving it back even farther.
Well, yeah, they've. So that's an intentional something or other personal foul?
Oh, did they call it a personal? I wonder if it was a.
It must have been because they went back and then they went back again.
I wonder if it was a legal block below the waist. Because that's a personal foul. Here we go. 3 receivers to the quarterback's right, 2 to his left out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking to his right, finds a man on a swing route. He makes a couple miss. Still making a miss. He's bouncing off people like he's buttered up. And he's got enough for the first down, clear down to the 36-yard line.
And he's getting up a little tender late.
Number 11, Dawson Beck.
But I tell you what, boy, that kid bounces around, doesn't he?
Man, he does.
Ball goes to the 36.
Which really boils down to we're not wrapping up.
Yellow Jackets, first down.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that in all levels of football this year. 3 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right, out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking to his right the whole way on a curl route, bounces right off his hands like he's wearing cinder blocks.
Now,
and that falls to the turf.
I'm not sure, but I think that number 82 may have got a fingernail on that ball.
He might have. I didn't really see it change direction much. It looked like a good pass.
I think he just took a little bit of the speed off of it.
Bounced right off his hands. He didn't really have to jump for it. It was a pretty well thrown ball.
I would do a replay on that one too. How's
Okay,
that?
all right. We're gonna have a lot of replays here at halftime.
Well, sure.
Speaking of halftime, about 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half.
Is that Colorado time?
It might be. Wide open downfield, and he overthrows him. Couldn't hit the wide open man. There was nobody within 15 yards of him.
That would have been Katie bar the door, Jake.
That would have been Katie bar the door. But the only thing is, they'd already been inside the house. There'd have been no door barring on that one. Because they were already in the kitchen. But no harm, no foul, because the quarterback did not get it to him. Coming out in the same formation here, that bunch to his left, single receiver to his right, out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes it to the running back, drops back, looking for somewhere to go, but the defensive line is right there, and he is shoved out of bounds. But they're saying the clock keeps running here.
I think that our Hooker's secondary defense is doing a much better job because that quarterback had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that'll bring it to 4th down, so Hooker's going to get the ball back with plenty of time to go score here. Great job by this Bulldog defense. Boy, they really turned it on. They were a little sluggish coming out of the gate, but boy, they really turned it around here.
I believe they're adapting.
That's to be expected. You had a 3-hour bus ride. You're going to be a little sluggish.
Yes, sir.
Not a great punt at all. And it takes a Hooker Bulldog bounce. They'll be starting in Fairview territory at about the 48-yard line, going in to score here.
You know that the Bulldogs got to be feeling good about this next set of downs.
Oh, yeah, especially after that huge play they had the last drive. Great offense last time out. Just about 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Great field position to start the drive. They can burn some clock here, move the ball like they have been all night, get in the end zone again. So here we go, 1st and 10. Quarterback looks like he's in the pistol with 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the snap, gives it up the middle.
Beautiful run.
Couple yards there. So that'll make it 2nd and 8. Inching closer here to the end zone.
1 yard gain, 2nd down and 9.
As the clock ticks closer and closer to 3 minutes. Here we go, breaking the huddle. 3 receivers to the 2 to his left, 1 to his right. Still in that pistol formation. Takes the snap, drops back, looking right the whole way.
Oh.
Throws it into coverage. Woo, dangerous throw.
Very dangerous.
But the ball falls innocently to the turf.
I don't like seeing those balls bump up like that.
Ooh, yeah, up in the air like
Broken
that.
up by number 18, Kate Dillard.
That'll make an offensive coordinator cringe. So 3rd down and 8 to go here. Ball still at about the 46-yard line as Hooker breaks the huddle. Got 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right, couple of backs beside him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking right. Sees something he likes. He's wide open downfield, and he bobbles it, and it falls to the turf. Great first effort. I thought he had it. I think he thought about it just a little too much. This quarterback, though, has been making great decisions all night. He is putting the ball where it needs to be. Nevertheless, though, 4th down and about 8 to go. So that great field position has no benefit for the Hooker Bulldogs, other than they can back Fairview way up.
He's sticking back on the 1.
Boy, they'd love that. Takes the snap. A lot of air under that punt. Oh, and he hit the return, man. You can't do that. So
that's going to cost the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that great field position is. I'm not sure he realized that was a return, man. I think he thought he was a blocker.
I'm sure.
Hey, you know it.
He realized it as the ball fell.
Yeah. I mean, you know, in the heat of the battle, things like that it's going to happen. You just got to forget about it and move on.
So what is that, a 5,
Play
10,
defense.
15?
Hitting the return man, I think it's a 15-yard penalty.
That's what it felt like to me, but
we'll see how long they walk it off here. Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And that's going to end up giving Fairview pretty good field position. Clear up to the 32-yard line here, where they'll take over 1st and 10. With about 2:40 to go, so that's plenty of time to work. 3 receivers to the quarterback's right, 2 to his left, out in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, runs it right up the middle, and they're right on him immediately. Gain of 2, maybe 3. And that clock's going to continue to tick on down.
What we need right now is we need a blitz through the line in the backfield, get a fumble, pick it up and run it.
Oh yeah, pick that thing up and run it in.
So if you can figure out a way to make that happen, Jake, that'd be awesome.
Well, I'll make a few phone calls. Get back with you. All right, they got a bunch here to the right. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left. He's alone in the backfield with a shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking around, finds a man, but they're on him immediately. They're going to drive him back down, short of the 1st down here, so that'll make it 3rd down and about 1 to go. As the clock ticked under 2 minutes. Again, the score is still 14-14 between the Fairview Yellow Jackets and the Hooker Bulldogs. Number 88 was shaken up at the end of that play. He's limping off to the sideline here. Might have twisted his ankle. There's a timeout on the play here for the Yellow Jackets. That is their 2nd of the half. So if you're Fairview here, you get the ball to start the 2nd half. So you might not want to be too aggressive on 3rd down, because you know that you're going to get the ball back to start the 2nd half. If you're Hooker, you definitely want to, I mean, you always want to stop, but you definitely want to stop here. You want to go down and score.
Oh, yeah.
change the momentum, flip the
Without a
script
doubt.
here.
Without a doubt.
So here we go for the third down try for Fairview. Quarterback's got, looks like 3 receivers tight to the line and 2 to the right of the quarterback. They got a fullback out there at receiver, it looks like. Sends a man in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle, bounces it out to his right, jukes back inside, got enough for the first down, but not a whole lot more.
Number 18, Kate Dillard, quarterback.
However, it'll still be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets as the clock ticks under a minute and a half here. High school, the clock does stop for the chains to move. And they're not going to huddle up as they haven't really all night here. Immediately back and ready. Quarterback drops back, looking downfield, scanning, can't find a man. Found something he liked, but he couldn't bring it in, so that'll make it 2nd and 10.
In and out of hands of number 22.
That was a pretty good throw. There was 2 defenders there. He was well covered.
Oh, it had some heat on it too.
Yeah, it was moving. He just couldn't haul it in. So that'll make it 2nd down. Ball at about the 48-yard line. Quarterback's got 2 receivers to his left, 3 to his right. Alone in the backfield out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolling out to his right. Avoiding some pressure, finds a man just under the 40-yard line, and he's driven out of bounds at about the 38. Excuse me, the 36.
Pass complete to number 8, Jay Eisen.
As the clock is
Brought down by number
inching
12,
closer to
Patrick
1
Parker.
minute to go in the half.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line. Player
Fairview's really trying to get something going here. Get back in the end zone. Here we go. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right, halfback back there with him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking left, trying to find a man. He finds something he likes, and he just barely, I think, yeah, they're saying he caught it.
He's in. He 2 toes
Barely
in.
squeezed that in there. That was a nice throw. That's a long, I mean, you got to think about it. He's over here around the right hash. That's a good 50 yards. He's got to throw that
Easily,
ball.
easily.
That's a good throw for a high school quarterback.
5-yard gain, 2nd down.
Plus the receiver was about 5 yards downfield. That's a great throw. They're college quarterbacks that can't make that throw. So here we go, 2nd and about 5. Just under a minute to go here in the half. 3 receivers in tight. We got a stoppage here. Timeout on the play for the Hooker Bulldogs. That'll be their first timeout of the half. Excuse me, their second. Getting here close to the halftime. Hooker's really not wanting to give up a score, so they're going to do what they need to do to get the right play call in. The wind's changed directions a little bit down here.
And laid down substantially, and I like it.
It's a lot less impactful than it was when the game started.
Yes, sir.
Cooling temperatures and the sun going down probably had a lot to do with that.
Well, I think that it's only supposed to get down to a low of like 72 tonight. Something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a pretty nice night. It's sitting on the back porch weather.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
So here we go now, 2nd and 6 for the Fairview Yellow Jackets. Ball on about the 32-yard line. 2 receivers to either side of the quarterback. He's in the shotgun with a running back beside him. Takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking downfield, has a man, finds him, catches the ball, and goes immediately out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, which is enough for the first down and then some. So that'll make it 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Again, ball on the 20-yard line. Just under a minute to go here in the first half. Fairview getting lined up here. 2 receivers to the quarterback's right, 1 to his left, and a tight end out there. Stoppage of play. I believe timeout Bulldogs. That is their final timeout. So no timeouts, no stoppage of clock here, other than regulatory stops for the remainder of the half.
For either team?
For either team, yeah. No more stoppage of play unless it's in the rule book now for the rest of the half. Which with 48 seconds to go, doesn't give you a whole lot of time anyway. I think Hooker had again, you know, they really want to keep them out of the end zone here. They could potentially have a 14-point swing with Fairview getting the ball back to start the second half. This is an important drive for that defense. Fairview getting ready here. 2 receivers to either side of the quarterback and a running back beside him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls out to his right once again. Looks for a man downfield, and I think it's intercepted. Referee says incomplete. He didn't have a great angle. I thought he intercepted it, but you know the referees are closer to the field than I am.
We will definitely roll.
They're having a little bit of a discussion here. Yeah, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I did the Texhoma-O'Keene game.
Yeah.
And I thought he caught it in the back of the end zone. You know, I don't know if I would have bet money on it, but I really thought he did. We looked at it when we got back to the office, and sure enough, he caught that ball in the end zone. So I'm not trying to brag on myself, but
you got an eye. That's what you're trying to say.
I might wear glasses, but I've got pretty good eyesight.
I trust you, brother.
Nevertheless, I think call remains the same, incomplete pass, so that'll make it second down and 10. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Quarterback drops back, looking downfield, trying to find somebody, nowhere to go, and he's wrapped up for the sack. And if you're the Hooker Bulldogs, that is exactly what you want. You want that clock running, and you want a loss of yards. And you got to rattle that quarterback. Don't let him get in a rhythm. So good job by that defense. 3rd down and 16 now. Ball clear back at the 26-yard line.
20 seconds, 18.
Doubles out there. Quarterback drops back, looking left all the way. Looks back to his right, floats it out there. And he caught that ball. Oh my goodness, how in the world did he catch that ball? If you're the defender, that was pretty good coverage. That was just a great catch by the wide receiver. You can't ask for much more than that out of your defensive
It really and
back.
truly was. They both went up, and Yellow Jacket came down with it. So,
you know, I was in high school one time, and we were playing a team, and it was down towards the end of the game, and we were up like 12-0 at the end of the game. Quarterback drops back, and he just lets it fly about like that kid did. Well, the receiver fell down in the end zone, and that ball just landed right in his breadbasket, and he caught it in the end zone on his back. I'll tell you what.
extra point is good.
As Fairview makes the extra point to take a 7-point lead. About 8 seconds to go here in the first half, and they now have a 21-14 lead over the Hooker Bulldogs, as this most likely the kickoff return will be the last significant play of the half.
But now, you know, this is more scoring than I thought we were going to see. I thought this was going to be a more in the trenches 3-touchdown game.
Yeah, you know, with the wind the way it was when we got here, I thought it'd be a lot more running the ball, but it really died down, and both teams are throwing it well.
Oh, yeah.
And Fairview is really running it well also. You know, they prove right there they can throw the ball when they need to.
Yeah. And to a pretty specific target.
Boy, yeah, that you couldn't ask for a better pass or catch. That was a great effort by both those kids for Fairview.
We definitely have some replay plays for this game so far.
That'd be awesome.
32 Park, correction 72 Parker Smith on the kick.
All right, Fairview set to kick here. Oh, ball's falling off the tee. If you're from the Panhandle, you're used to that. That's an almost every Friday night occurrence.
Yes, sir. So 8 seconds is enough time to get the ball kicked. And 1 point?
They might have, yeah, they'll probably have enough time for one more play. They might just take a knee, cut their losses. He might have kicked that out of bounds again. He did. So no time off the clock, and Hooker will get the ball at about the 35-yard line now for one final play.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard
Might just take a
line.
knee,
The
go in
Bulldogs
for the
will
half.
take over first down.
It depends on how bad they want it.
That's true. They have been throwing the ball well. You might take a shot.
I know what I would do.
They've had 2 long passes tonight. You know, you could drop back there and chuck up a Hail Mary. It looks like they're just going to take a knee.
I'd send all 3 and pick a target. That's me. I'm a gambling kind of guy.
I don't know. I thought they were going to take. Yeah, I think they're taking
Yeah,
a
they're
knee.
taking a knee.
When you see that tailback about 15 yards deep back there, pretty good idea they're going to take a knee. And that'll end the first half now.
That's the end
The
of
score is
first half.
Fairview 21, Hooker 14. And some pretty good offense we've seen tonight, like we were talking about.
Well, good offense and good defense.
Hey, that's true. That's very true. I'm not giving them enough credit. We've seen 3 long pass plays for touchdowns, 2 by Hooker, and one was like 43 yards. There was another one on the double pass, which went for about the same, 45 yards maybe. And then down here was a good 26, 30-yard throw by Fairview to keep this thing rolling. Some great offense and good defense as well. There were some drives stalled out by both sides. Really good, hard-fought game here. Like we were talking about before the game, this is a pretty historic rivalry.
Yes.
So who knows what can happen in these kind of games.
Yes, this goes back several years. I've heard some stories. So, and it's proving to be a good game.
It really is. And you know, for a long time, these 2 teams didn't get a chance to play because of redistricting rules, and now they're getting a shot to come back out and face each other again, just like old times. And I'm sure both schools are. It's a bittersweet moment. It's a love-hate moment for them. Like, oh yeah, we get to play. We get to play Fairview. We get to play Hooker again. Oh, we got to go.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go play those Yellow Jackets. We got to go play those Bulldogs again. So I'm sure it's a lot of fun for both sides. Looks like we're just about ready to get the second half kicked off here for the PTCI Roadshow game of the week, where the Fairview Yellow Jackets still lead the Hooker Bulldogs 21-14 here in the third quarter of play. Hooker's out there, they're ready to go. Fairview's still talking it over down here on the sideline.
Yes, sir, Jake. We had quite the interesting first half. A real ground and pound, some air game.
Yeah, a lot of moving the ball by both teams, and still some pretty good defense in the middle there.
I have to agree.
All right, Hooker's getting set over the ball now. Fairview's taking their places on the opposite side of the field. Looks like Fairview will have the wind again at their backs to start the third quarter, and Hooker once again is fighting the wind.
Let's see if they try to utilize that quarterback's
Pretty
arm.
good kick. He drops the ball at about the 20-yard line. He's able to corral it and pick it up. Gets to the 35, 40, 45. Still dragging, but brought down at about the 45-yard line. Pretty good return considering he dropped the ball.
But I'll say.
So Fairview will take over here first and 10. Oh, there's a pile down there.
Brought down by number 17.
Finally get everybody situated.
Diego Mendoza.
And again here, Fairview will take over first and 10 on the 45-yard line. Make it the 46.
The 46-yard line. Yellow Jacket first down.
Coming out in their muddle huddle once again.
You're in your muddle huddle.
Go dude! Let's see here. Quarterback's got three receivers to his left, two to his right, alone in the backfield in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to the running back, keeps it himself off to the right side. He's got a lot of room on the quarterback sweep, but they find him after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. That'll make it second down, close to midfield here are the Yellow Jackets.
You know, I believe they're starting to figure that play out. It's kind of a versatile play. He's got a couple of places he can peel off, but looks like the defense is kind of onto that. They've sniffed it out.
Oh, definitely. They're getting to him a lot quicker. Those were 15, 20-yard gains in the first half.
Every time.
So here we go. Two receivers to the quarterback's left, one to his right in the pistol formation with a couple of backs back there with him. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to the running back right up the middle, and he's got some room, but they corral him pretty quickly. I think that'll bring it to third and about 1 to go as they move into enemy territory. Yep, third down and 1. Ball right smack dab on the 45-yard line.
Down by number 2, Chase Fisher. It's going to be third down and 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Clock ticking down here. We are under 11 minutes now. Lined up in the pistol once again.
I think they're going to throw that paper airplane through the middle.
Sends a man in motion. Yep, right up the middle again. He's got some room.
And he's got
They
one
find him
plus
pretty
some.
quickly. Gets by one man, though, and that'll be enough for the first down here. That quarterback run's been pretty deadly all night.
Yes, sir.
First down by number 11, Dawson Manca.
Good gain of about 4 yards there.
41-yard line.
Only needed 1.
Yellow Jackets first down.
So first and 10, ball on the 41-yard line here. We got a bunch set to the left and one receiver to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun with a back beside him. Takes a snap, throws it out left quickly on the screen. He's got some room, gets to the 35, and he's met immediately there and taken down. Did a little spin in the air there. Multiple hits for the Bulldogs. So that'll still be a gain of about 6.
Alex Castaneda.
Ball at the 35-yard line. It'll be second down for Fairview here.
Something I'm seeing is that Fairview's offensive line is really getting off the ball.
They are really punching them in the mouth right now.
They're really getting off the ball.
They really are. So again here, second down, line up in the pistol with two receivers to the left, one to the right, and a back beside him. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. He cuts to the right side, got a ton of ground there. Definitely enough for the first down and about 5 more, maybe 7 more. And it is enough for the first down. No flags on the play. So Fairview once again moving the chains early and often here in the second half. Trying to grow that lead a little bit more here against the Hooker Bulldogs.
They really don't appear to need the air game.
Hey, if it's working, keep running it. Line up in that pistol set once again, sends his running back in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off to him off to the right side again. He's got all kinds of space. Grabbed in there. He might have got a little bit of face mask.
He got a lot of face mask. I've seen it.
Number 45, Logan Squiring on the carry.
So that play's coming back. We have a Bulldog down at about the 25-yard line. Slow to get up. He does get up, however. And he's going to trot down to the sideline, check in with Coach. I believe they're going to call a face mask here on the Bulldogs, which will just add to that lead. Add to that ground gain, I mean. And it is indeed a personal foul face mask against the Bulldogs, so that'll move them even closer to the end zone.
15-yard variety?
15-yard. Well, inside the 20-yard line, it's half the distance to the goal.
Oh, gotcha.
But still, they're inside the 10 now. Ball right at the 5-yard line, I believe. First and goal for the Yellow Jackets. As they get set over the ball with two receivers to the quarterback's left, one to his right, lined up in that two-back pistol set. Quarterback barking out his signals down there. Or buzzing, I guess he's a Yellow Jacket. Sends a running back in motion. Quarterback run to the left side. They're there. They just didn't quite get him wrapped up, and he's down near the goal line. No signal yet. Touchdown. There it is. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That quarterback run has been lethal tonight for the Yellow Jackets. There were Bulldogs there. They were in position. They just didn't wrap him up.
They just can't stop him right now. They've got power.
He looks like he's lathered in oil right now. He's just squeaking by him every time. Fairview set for the extra point try. High snap, they're gonna roll out and fake.
Play.
Nobody there, he's trying to make something happen. Lets her go in the end zone. Nobody is gonna come down with that ball as it's way too long. So that'll make the score Fairview 27, Hooker 14, with about 8:49 to go here in the third quarter.
And we'll be back after these moments. Be back after these
Messages.
Okay.
All right, Fairview seems to be ready to go, as does Hooker, for this next change of possession play here.
Yeah, Jake, what do you think that Hooker needs to do to adapt to what we just saw?
Well, you know, I really think there were a lot of plays where they were there, they just weren't wrapping up. So if they get back to their fundamentals, I think they'll be okay. They're giving up way too many yards on that quarterback run.
That's what I see. The quarterback run. They got to shut that down.
I mean, there is no way that Fairview should be able to run 2 plays and beat them. Pretty good kick down to about the 12-yard line. He'll field it. Takes off to his left, cuts it back to his right up the middle, and he squeaks by. He's still going. Down to close to the 45-yard line. Great effort there on the return for the Hooker Bulldogs. And they're going to mark him at right at the 45-yard line. Great starting field position here for the Bulldogs. And they're going to pick it up and move it now back to the 44.
Well, that was a good run back.
That was a great run back. They needed a little pick-me-up here to start the second half. Came out and gave up points. They needed a positive play, and they got one right there.
Yes, sir.
You know, if defense has been struggling and the offense has been struggling, special teams can keep you in the game. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs out of the pistol. And somebody jumped early.
Looks like maybe number 12 is offsides.
And it is a false start against the Bulldogs. Jumped a little early there, just a little too eager to get going. And that'll move them back 5 yards to make it 1st and 15 from about the 39-yard line.
About 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15.
About 8:37 to go here in the third quarter. The score again is Fairview 27, Hooker 14. As Hooker gets set to make their first play of the drive once again. Quarterback in the shotgun this time. Couple receivers to his left, one to his right, back beside him. Takes a snap, hands it off on a stretch play, and he gets a good, maybe a yard there. So that'll make it 2nd and 14 now. Ball right on the 40-yard line. Over here on the right hash.
Same young man that made that kickoff return.
Utilizing him a lot tonight. All right, here we go for the 2nd down play. Couple receivers to the quarterback's left, one to his right, back beside him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to his left, finds a man, a little behind him. He's going to make a guy miss. Almost got the second one, but they wrap him up and bring him down at about the 46, call it the 47-yard line. So that'll make it 3rd and about 7 to go.
Down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Here for Hooker. Breaking the huddle here. Quarterback's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Running back behind him in the pistol. Takes a snap, looking downfield, finds something he likes, and it's overthrown and nearly intercepted. He's he's compensating a little too much for that wind, I think, and it's died down quite a bit.
Yeah, if you look at that flag over there, it's not standing out straight like it was.
It's not straight. Yeah, you're right. Exactly right. It's not straight out like it was in the first half. The wind has significantly died down here. So that'll make it 4th down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Ball on their own 47-yard line here. And they're set to punt. Good snap, and it's blown dead. Somebody jumped early for the Bulldogs again, I believe. And that'll push them back even farther.
I couldn't tell. I just saw Fairview coming through the line.
And it is a false start on the punt team, so that'll move them back even further to make it 4th and 12. Ball now on about the 43-yard line. With about 7.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gets the snap, good snap. Gets the punt off, and it's not a great punt by any means. And they'll down it just inside Fairview territory at about the 46, 47-yard line. So great starting field position for the Fairview Yellow Jackets here.
The Yellow Jackets will take over 1st down.
Here we go. They're going to hurry up and get back on the ball. They're calling it the 46-yard line. So not a very long punt, 10, 15 yards. Fairview set to go here.
I don't know that he got all the foot on it.
Yeah, it was something was off. Lined up in that heavy pistol again. Why not? It's worked well the first drive of the second half. 2 receivers to the quarterback's right, 1 to his left. He's buzzing out some orders again to his offensive lineman. Sends his running back in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to him off to the right side once again, and he rumbles forward for about 3 or 4 yards there. Gets it right to midfield where it'll be 2nd down.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can keep packed up like that in the middle. Keep that lane shut down through the middle. I think that they'll actually defend these plays a little better.
They're doing a better job than they did last drive. You know, they gave up 3 or 4 there, but that's better than 15.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. We got a 2-back set in the shotgun with 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Takes a snap, hands it off to him off to the left side this time, and he makes a couple men miss. He's dragging some bodies there, and he'll get a good 4 yards again. So that should make it 3rd and about 2 to go for the Yellow Jackets as the clock ticks to about 6.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Well, let's call it 3rd and 3. 2-back set out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right. Looking to the sideline now, maybe a little bit of change of play as he signals it in. Quarterback gets the snap, hands it off to him to the left side once again. Why not? He's got enough for the 1st down as they move further into the Bulldog territory.
That was a tricksy play. Super tricksy.
Yeah, down close to the 40-yard line, about the 38, I believe. Yeah, man, hey, they're just lining up, hitting them in the mouth right now. And why not? It's working. The more physical team is going to win the ball game. That's just, that's the law. You can put that on a stone tablet. It's true. It will not change.
That is correct.
So here we go now, staying with that 2-back shotgun set. Couple receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to him around the right side on a lead sweep. No, he keeps it himself. He's sure faking me out up here. He's got a good mesh with his running backs.
You know he burned me too, so I feel like I'm in good company.
Misery loves company, right?
It does.
Gain of about 5 yards there. Make it 2nd and 5 here from the, we'll call it about the 37, 36. Fairview in no hurry here by any means. Lined up in that, looks like that heavy pistol set once again. A couple receivers to his left, 1 to his right with a fullback off to his right as well. Sends his running back in motion. Takes a snap, he's running out, a quarterback sweep all the way. Got some blockers in front of him, got enough for the 1st down, and he trots out of bounds. Flag on the play. Couldn't quite see it through all the bodies down there.
Halfway through the track, he's still chasing him.
Yeah, he's out there running a 200-meter dash on the track there.
See what the 880.
Whew. That's about 800 yards more than I'd care to run. Calling a block in the back against the Yellow Jackets, so that nice play is negated by the penalty. That might have been why it was such a nice play.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, sometimes if the runner gets to the second or third level, there might have been a hold, especially if you see guys chasing him down. More than likely there's a hold or a block in the back. And that'll make it back to about 2nd and 8. Ball now on the 40-yard line. As the clock ticked under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Score still 27-14, Fairview over Hooker. Got a tight receiver set here on the left side. A couple receivers off to his right as well. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to him on a sweep to the left, and he's got all kinds of room. He picked up the yards they lost in the last play and then some, down to about the 25-yard line, which, barring a penalty, will be enough for the first down. No penalties, they're moving the flags. That Fairview run attack has been ninja style here in the second half.
They're simply very fast.
They're getting to their landmarks a lot quicker than Hooker is at this point. And it's a timeout for Hooker. They're going to talk things over. Put a little Band-Aid on it. So they're taking a timeout. We will as well. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching the PTCI Road Show of the Week here on PTCI Network.
Your coach ride is only a donation to help cover.
All right, here we are back to return to action as Fairview has a 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard, or excuse me, Hooker's 24-yard line. In that heavy pistol set once again, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Sends his running back in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off to the fullback up the left side again. And he'll gain another 3 or 4 yards.
Number 45,
What's that number 45's name? What?
Logan Wiring.
Logan Quiring. Number 45.
Logan Quirey, number 45, has been getting a lot of carries tonight, and he's earning the right to keep carrying the ball. He's getting good yardage each time.
He's a truck.
He is. 2nd down here now for Fairview. Sends a running back in motion once again. Fakes it off to him this time. Keeps it himself up the middle. Not a whole lot of yards to be gained there. Hooker ran to the ball and covered that well. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 5 to go, maybe 4. As the clock ticks under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Going to bring up a big 3rd down and 4 for the Yellow
It
Jackets.
seems like it's time that Hooker needs to start making a move.
The clock's beginning to work against them here. Down 2 scores. They've got to get a stop here. They've really got to get a stop here. Line up in that heavy pistol once again. Sends his running back in motion. Takes a snap, rolls out to his left. He might just keep it. Nope, finds a man. Good catch there on the sideline at about the 10-yard line. Call it the 11. And that'll be, I think, just enough for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line for Fairview.
Very good sideline management.
That was a nice catch. Way to keep control of your feet. It's hard to do when you got so many things going on. You got to separate your brain activity out, which is pretty difficult to do.
You know, we've seen 5 or 6 good sideline plays by Fairview so far.
We really have. There was several in the first half on that out route, pretty early on in the game, and then that one right there. Shotgun here, takes a snap, hands it off to him off the right side, makes a move. Not really anywhere to go, however, and he'll be taken down just inside the 10.
Number 2,
9, maybe the 8-yard line. So that'll be 2nd down and about 8 to go. Really, I mean, from this spot, it's basically goal to go.
Yeah.
Shotgun here with 2 backs on either side. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Quarterback takes the snap, fakes it off to the running back, keeps it himself. There's a lot of Bulldogs there, and they meet him, and boy, it looked like a train crash right there. A lot of bodies flying. Good hard-hitting football out there.
I believe that man has springs in his legs. You see him bounce up?
Yeah.
My goodness.
He gained a couple now to make it 3rd and about 5.
For the Yellow Jackets.
But if you're going to gain 5, you might as well gain 6 and get in the end zone here for the Yellow Jackets, if you're that close. 5 will get him a first down, however, here on 3rd down. Taking their time, trying to burn some clock.
3 minutes left in this quarter.
All right, here we go. They've got One receiver to the quarterback's left, two to his right. He is by himself with a lot of linemen down there. Timeout Fairview, I do believe. They wanted to talk things over. And it is timeout Fairview. So they're taking a timeout. We shall as well. We'll be right back here on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week. All right, just about set to return to action here. Fairview has a 3rd and 5 to go.
Well, it's basically 3rd and hold 'em, right?
Yeah, it might. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it may as well be. One receiver to the quarterback's left in pretty tight. Two to his right. He's alone by himself in the backfield. A couple of tight ends down there as well. Takes a snap, fakes it to the running back. He rolls to his right, looking for somewhere to go, but Hooker's all over it. And they'll sack him in the backfield to bring it to 4th down. Got another Bulldog down.
They're on him like...
Looks like number 66.
Oh, that's not good.
He seems to be holding his knee. And he looks like he's in a pretty substantial amount of pain as the coaching staff runs down to attend to the injured player. Never good to see an athlete injured, especially at the high school level. All right, we're set to go here to return to the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week. The injured player walked off the field under his own power. Sure hope he's all right as he made his way to the sideline. Fairview here on a 4th and 9, electing to kick the field goal. Not a long field goal. Got the win behind them, why not? That would make the score 30-14 over the Hooker Bulldogs if they're successful.
I'm interested to see if this goes.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and I believe it's good as well. It is, so that makes the score Fairview Yellow Jackets 30, the Hooker Bulldogs 14. All right, set to return to action here. We've had a couple of breaks back to back, but we're ready to get going again here. 2:40 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Fairview leads Hooker 30-14 as they're set to kick it off here once again to the Hooker Bulldogs. Fairly good kick, fielded at about the 20. Takes off to his left, cuts back to his right. Tries to make a man miss. There's a flag on the play.
He was shoestringed.
Boy, he got hit right in the shins, man. That didn't look like it felt very good.
Number 22, Tanner McBee on the return, brought down by number 21.
Didn't see what the penalty might have been.
Flag on the field.
Let's see what the head referee has to say. I'm not even sure he knows there was a flag.
I think he just found out. What is that? Someone dropped their dirty laundry.
Legal block in the back against the Bulldogs, so that'll push them back further against the wall. And they had pretty decent field position. That's going to knock them back inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10. Set to go here. Quarterback has, looks like, two receivers to his left, one to his right. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, looks back, fires it downfield. He's got a man there if he wants it. In and out of his hands at about midfield. Can't ask for a better pass than that out of your quarterback.
Well, it was defended well.
It was defended
He had his
well.
arm in the middle of that.
He did. Yeah, you can't ask for much more than that out of your corner as well.
Yeah.
And your safety.
That was just a good all-around play. Hooker receiver just had to get better at it.
Yeah. That's a tough catch
The ball
to
was
make.
in his basket. He just had to catch it.
So here we go now, 2nd and 10. Quarterback's got a receiver off to his right, two to his left. He's by himself in the shotgun. A couple of tight ends down on the line. Takes a snap, looks hit as he throws. Does make the reception, however, and he's up past the 1st down marker. And they're calling him, yep, they're stopping the clock, so that indicates a 1st down because he stayed in bounds. Good play there.
That was a great play.
Good poise to make that throw under duress.
We just got to do that every single time.
About 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hooker's driving the ball right now up to about just past the 30-yard line. You can call it the 31, but it's really somewhere in between. Two receivers off to the quarterback's left, one to his right. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield, trying to find someone, rolls out to his right, then his left. Throws the ball up in the air, and it's nearly intercepted at midfield by the Fairview Yellow Jackets. That was a I'm going to get rid of the ball before I get hit throw right
That
there.
ball was one hand from being intercepted.
That was close. It almost went from a coverage sack to a coverage interception because I didn't see any white jersey anywhere close to that ball. He just threw it up for grabs.
Yes, sir.
Which is interesting because he's had such presence and such precision throwing the ball tonight.
And he had a good scramble out of the pocket. He just needed to use his head a little better, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody was lined up. They weren't ready for that play to start. The quarterback snapped it anyway. He's got to make sure everybody's lined up and set before he snaps the ball.
We got a flag on the play.
I think they're going to call illegal motion on the Bulldogs. And there was a receiver back here that was not lined up yet when the quarterback snapped it. I believe it's going to be an illegal motion or illegal procedure on the Bulldogs. Yeah, these three receivers down here were still getting in their stance when the quarterback snapped it. It is against the Bulldogs, so that'll back them up even farther, make it 2nd and 15. Not sure what the referees are discussing
Well, there
here.
must be two things going on. That's the only thing I can figure.
Hooker's already ready for their next play. We've still got flags down on the field.
We got an offsetting situation.
There are multiple flags thrown on the play. The clock wasn't running because it was an incomplete pass, so I don't know what the holdup is here. I think they've just about got it sorted out. It is illegal procedure against the Bulldogs. So we need these flags picked up and get the ball
Illegal
moved here.
formation against the Bulldogs will back them up.
So that'll back them up clear back to the 15-yard line, 16-yard line.
Crikey.
Still got a flag down on the field. One of the refs needs to get his flag up. There we go. Got that
Now
sorted
that was
out.
courteous of him, wasn't it?
Tillman's
It was.
gonna take the ball back to the 16-yard
So
line.
that'll make it
Second down.
2nd down and 25. Ball from the 16-yard line. Bulldogs have a long way to go. Little Chicago Transit Authority from the Fairview band.
Digging it.
Digging it myself. Still tossing flags around down there. There we go.
It's
like-
Yankee Fest.
Looks like Hooker's in a 2-back shotgun set with three receivers, off to his right. Takes a snap, drops back, rolls to his right to avoid the pressure, rolls back to his left, but they've got him. He completes
threw
a pass.
the ball.
He probably should have just dropped that because he'll get tackled even farther back.
I can't believe that even worked.
Scary play. The quarterback was just trying to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and the receiver caught it. He should have just swatted it down to the ground.
Well,
So that'll make it 3rd and
Brought down by number
a higher number than I can count. Ball on, what was that, the 8-yard line?
more hands than you have.
Yeah, I don't have enough fingers and toes for that. 3rd down and 34. Somebody in the press box is a better mathematician than I am.
We got a slide rule down there.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Takes a snap, drops back in his own end zone, lets her fly downfield. Nobody's there. Probably could have been picked off, but they let it fall innocently to the turf. Another flag on the play, back at the line of scrimmage.
That is incomplete.
Do you think he was trying to get the interception?
I don't know. I think he had a lot of grass in front of him if he'd have picked it off. Holding against the Bulldogs.
Holding against
Most
the
likely be
Bulldogs.
declined, and it is. So that'll make it 4th down and 34 yards. With just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Fairview still leads 30-14 over the Hooker Bulldogs. as Hooker will most likely punt here from the shadow of their own end zone. And they're getting to the point where they kind of need to start going for it, but not a good idea to go for it from here. Fairview is not back deep to receive. Takes a snap. Almost blocked. I think it might have had some contact.
I think so too. It looked like
the ball
it went.
rolls down to just about the 27-yard line, where it finally takes a rest. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Fairview. Fairly deep.
There's times that I wish we were doing these live so we could be on the air and say, hey, is anybody out there listening? I'd love a root beer float. Would you bring one up to me? I just got a craving for a root beer float.
Oh, man.
Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wonder if Carl's Jr. will be open.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're on the way back there. Probably not.
I have to look at that.
So here we go now. Fairview's going to take over 1st and 10, fairly deep in Hooker's territory to begin their drive. Looks like they're lined up in that heavy pistol set once again.
46 seconds, and we have to hold
46 here in the 3rd quarter. Sends his running back in motion. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to number 45 again, and he's got 3 or 4 yards once again. It's still working. 2nd down.
Brought down by number 50.
Well, let's call it a gain of 3.
Sure. That's what they called it.
As the clock ticks under half a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lining up in that heavy pistol once again. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Sends his running back in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to him, swings it out to the running back, and he's got some room, got some blockers. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
So that'll most likely be coming back. I think there was a little jersey grabbing going on.
Is that a little
down
holding?
there. I think I saw a little jersey
Pass
grabbing.
complete to number 2, Nick Berlinger. Penalty flag on the field.
Yep, it is indeed holding.
Just trying to get him to hang around for a while.
Yep, holding against the Yellow Jackets. So once again, another good play by the Yellow Jackets negated by a penalty. The Bulldogs needed that.
Holding against the Yellow Jackets is the call.
So that'll make it
Ball's going to be spotted at the
2nd and about 7 to go.
4-yard line.
Just about the original line of scrimmage. With 7 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. I think the Yellow Jackets might just let this one tick down to 0. They will. As the 4th quarter is on the horizon here between the Fairview Yellow Jackets and Hooker Bulldogs. We'll be right back on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week. So here we go, set to start the action in the 4th quarter on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week between the Fairview Yellow Jackets and the Hooker Bulldogs. 4th quarter just about to get underway here. Got the ball moved to the other end of the field. Fairview's ready to go. So are the Bulldogs. Lined up in that pistol set. Once again, it's worked well in the 2nd half. Why deviate from it? Sends his running back in motion. Takes a snap. Throws it out to him on a swing pass. He's not a lot of room there. Makes one man miss. It'll get inside the 20-yard line. Call him down at about the 17. So that'll be 2nd down, or excuse me, 3rd down, and about 1 to go.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 17-yard line.
Ref's not in a huge hurry here, having another discussion down there on the field.
They are trading recipes.
Timeout for an official, might be for a measurement. Yep, official measurement timeout. Yeah, when you're a good 50 yards away, it's hard to tell exactly where the ball is, so they want to be sure.
I like these. I go tight.
Appears like he's a little short, as they originally called it. Oh, they're saying 1st down. So the Yellow Jackets will inch closer to another end zone trip here with that 1st down play. Hooker really has to get a stop here. They are not out of the game by any means. 16 points is nothing. But they got to get a stop here. And that's what they're working on right now. As it's 1st and 10 Fairview. Lined up in that pistol set once again. Sends his running back in motion. Takes a snap, keeps it himself off to the left side. He's got a little bit of room, but they recover well. Call it a gain of, well, about 5.
Number 18, Cade Dillard.
That'll make it second and 6.
Brought down by number 2, Cade Fisher. 4-yard gain's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Ball on about the 13. As the clock ticks closer to 11 minutes to go here in the game. Looks like the quarterback's by himself in the shotgun with 4 receivers off to his right side.
Oh, they're confused.
And a bunch and there's a receiver off to his left too. Quarterback sweep off to the right. Running him down. He gets inside the 10, inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line.
Good night.
Another good gain on that quarterback sweep.
That guy he's got power. Oh, looks like something's
Rolling around on the ground down there. I think there's
Number
just
18, Cade
a
Dillard,
little slow getting up.
brought down by number 11,
Maybe a little bit of a
Dawson
tussle as the
Metcalf.
clock ticked under 10
Ball's
minutes.
going to be spotted on the
11 minutes, excuse me.
2-yard line. 1st down and goal.
So that'll be 1st and goal now for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at the 2-yard line. Wind in their face here as they're traveling south toward the end zone. Breaks the huddle in that pistol set once again. Sends it back in motion. Takes the snap, hands it off, keeps it himself on the fake handoff. Gets down into the end zone for another touchdown.
Number 18,
Fairview.
Cade Dillard, Silver, Yellow Jacket, touchdown.
So that'll make the score Fairview 36, Hooker 14.
Now, Jake, I don't need to be a naysayer, and I hate to be a gloom and doom guy, but it looks like they need to really step up and do something here.
They got to get their heart and their mind back in the game here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you know, they can't let a long bus trip affect them this much. On paper, they were the better team,
Yeah.
and they're getting rocked right now.
We looked at their records earlier in the game.
They're not out of it by any means. A lot can happen. There's a lot of time left, but they're going to have to, buckle down on defense and get some offense rolling. As the score is now 37-14, Fairview over Hooker. They're going to take a break. We are too. We'll be right back on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week.
Thanks, sir.
And we're back here on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week between Fairview and Hooker. Fairview set to kick it off to the Hooker Bulldogs after their touchdown drive where they ran the ball very well. Kickoff, he calls a fair catch about the 26-yard line. So Hooker will take over.
Fair catch by number 5,
1st and 10 with 10.5 minutes to go here in the game. Again, they're down 37-14 to the Yellow Jackets.
Bulldogs 1st down.
And they're going to try to get some momentum going here and get some offense, get in the end zone. Got to have a scoring drive here.
They need some momentum with their mojo.
For sure. Here we go, coming out, no huddle. Quarterback's got a receiver to his left, one to his right, back beside him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, draws back, looking downfield, finds a man. Batted away by number 45, who's making an impact on offense and defense.
Logan, what was his last name?
You know, I hate to say I do not recall.
That kid is everywhere.
We need a roster up here. But nevertheless, I should remember his name because he's been all over the field tonight. So that'll be 2nd and 10. Hooker's got 2 receivers to the quarterback's right, one to his left. Back beside him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield. Lets it go, and it's hit and almost intercepted. 45 again.
45. That kid is like a bionic octopus.
He's all
everywhere.
over the place.
That ball's incomplete. He'll bring
Yeah,
up
he's
3rd
got
down.
limbs all over the field.
I know.
So that'll make it 3rd and 10 now. You know, the line's got to get the quarterback a little more time back there. If he's getting hit and his arm grabbed before he can even get rid of the ball, I mean, he wasn't back there all day.
No.
So they've got to give him a little more time, and it'll be a timeout for the Bulldogs.
Timeout, Hooker.
It's their first of the half, so they'll have 2 remaining.
Yeah,
They're taking a timeout, and we are as well. We'll be right back on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week. So here we go, we're back with a 3rd down and 10 play for the Hooker Bulldogs. Trying to get something going here. They desperately need something to get going here. Down by 3 scores to the Fairview Yellow Jackets early on in the 4th quarter, but the time is not on their side anymore.
Nope.
And the play's blown dead before it can even begin. Most likely a false start against the offense.
Number 3 was a little eager, and I admire that eagerness. However,
I've seen a lot of jumping off sides by
yes, sir.
Hooker tonight. So that'll move them back, make it 3rd and 15. Ball on about the 23-yard line. Trying to get something going here. Quarterback's back in the shotgun with a receiver to either side and a running back beside him. Takes a snap, looking downfield. They blow it dead again. Is this another false start penalty?
I did not see what that
It
was.
is. So that'll make it 3rd and 20 now.
You a Fleetwood Mac fan?
Ball on like the 18 now. 17. Just over 10 minutes to go. Hooker has a long way to go now on 3rd down. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield, sees something he likes and lets it go, and it's nearly intercepted at midfield. There were 2 or 3 defenders there. I mean, he had to go somewhere with the ball. He had to make something happen. But it was well covered. And so now it's 4th down and 20 to go for the Bulldogs. Appears like they're going to punt. Not wise to go for it with that many yards to go this far back in your territory, so they're lined up to punt. Got a Yellow Jacket close to midfield to receive this punt, as Hooker does have the wind at their backs. Takes a snap, gets the punt off. High punt, not terribly long, fielded at the 45 with a fair catch. So that's where Fairview will take over the 45-yard line.
Ball's going to be down at the 45-yard line. Yellow Jackets take over 1st down.
Switching out footballs here. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. The score is still Fairview 37, Hooker 14. Hooker needs a big play here on defense to spark a fire, get going. Quarterback lined up, 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He's alone in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off to him around the left side. Makes one man miss, turns the corner and finds it. And he'll get a good 6, maybe 7 yards there on the play as he's shoved out of bounds.
On the left side.
So that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard
about-
gain. 2nd down and 4.
It's either a short 4 or a long 3.
Let's go with 4. What do you think?
Fine with me, as the clock ticked under 10 minutes. Fairview not in a NASCAR pace by any stretch of the imagination here.
No, we're not.
Lining up in that heavy pistol set once again. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Sends his back in motion, takes the snap. It's a high snap. It's just going to make something happen here.
Yeah, it's too. Look at him.
Hooker corrals him pretty early, but he gained a couple, maybe 3.
Forward progress about, 30?
Yeah, they're going to call it 3rd and about 1. It's a long 1.
Kate Dillard, quarterback keeper.
That's closer
3rd
to 2.
down and 2.
Ball at about the 37-yard line. Clock under 9.5 minutes to go here in the game now. Fairview lines up over the ball. Got a tight receiver set to the right and 3 to his left. Sends a man in motion. Gives it to him around the right side. He's got some room. Flag on the play as he is knocked down immediately. I think all he did was breathe on him and he fell down right there.
He kind of looked like a fainting goat.
He looked at him intimidatingly and then knocked him over.
I was going to say something, but wasn't, and then you did, so yeah, I'm going to say it.
I'll take the brunt of it.
You go for
I'll
that
take the heat.
It was kind of comical. I'm not gonna lie.
Penalty is holding against Fairview, so that'll back him up. Once again, a good play by the Yellow Jackets, negated by a penalty. So that'll make it 3rd down and 14. Ball back at the 49-yard line, close to midfield. Almost back into Fairview territory. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Hooker really needs a stop on this play.
Well, they sure do. They're backed up 14 against the 1st down.
They can give him 13 and a half here. Line up in that pistol set once again. Sends his back in motion. Takes a snap. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Finds a man, but it's through his hands. Can't hold on. So that'll make it 4th and 14. That is exactly what the Bulldogs needed.
That's intended for number 4, Chad McGolden, falls
Now they've
incomplete.
got to
That'll bring
capitalize
up
on this
4th
stop.
down.
Really got to get some offense going here. They had such a great attack in the first half. Got to get something going here in the second. As the clock is just over 8.5 minutes to go, there's still plenty of time, but they've got some work ahead of them. Got 2 men back to receive as the punter awaits the snap. And stoppage of play here. Not really sure what's going on.
I don't know either.
I don't know if somebody dropped a mouthpiece or what's going on here. Looks like somebody lost a contact lens or something the way they were scouring the ground. I don't know what's going on here, but stoppage of play nonetheless.
Could be.
You're not going to find a contact lens on a football field.
I've done it. I've actually done it in a rainstorm.
Huh. Well, kudos to you.
Yeah, right?
So here we go. Yeah. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack.
Yeah.
Here we go. Gets the snap. Punts away. Good high kick. And it's fielded by an up back, and he's up close to midfield. Way to drag some guys there and get some yards.
That was an excellent return.
I think it might have been touched by number 5 on the return team. 32 sure thought so, and he picked it up and ran. Heads up play. I thought it hit him. I think 32 did as well. And he wasn't going to let Fairview get the ball back. Good job. So now it'll be 1st down and 10 to go. Ball on the, call it the 47-yard line.
Isn't that where we started this? No, it's back farther.
Yeah, fairly close. So here we go, 2 backs in the shotgun with the quarterback, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Takes a snap, looks immediately to his right on a wide receiver screen. He's got a little bit of room, but not a whole lot of blocking for him on the perimeter. I don't think he gained a yard. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I noticed he definitely threw the ball higher over the defense this time because he's been catching those clips and those bat downs.
Yeah, that was a good job. He's got to get some blocking out there on the perimeter, man. I mean, that was 1 or 2 blocks away from a great gain. Here we go, same formation for the Bulldogs. Takes a snap, hands it off to the left side. Got pretty good amount of room there. That'll get him back, make it 3rd and about 9 to go.
Number 3, Keaton Williams.
So that'll make ball on about the 48-yard line.
3rd down and 9.
As Hooker really needs to get some offense going here. It's under 7.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Breaking the huddle, 3 receivers to the quarterback's right. None to his left, couple of backs back there with him in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking downfield, finds something he likes and lets it go, and it's intercepted by Fairview, marking it down at about the 22-yard line. So that's about the opposite of what Hooker needed right there.
Well, that's exactly the opposite of what they needed to happen there. You know,
with 7 minutes to go, their backs are a little against the wall here.
it's going to take a lot. They need to get the ball back right now.
Need a big play on defense, which the defense stood strong last drive.
That's true.
Anything can happen in Oklahoma high school football. 7 minutes is a lot of time. I know I've said that a lot in the second half, but they've just got to make it happen. They're going to have to will themselves to a victory. Fairview taking their sweet time on offense, trying to burn some of those seconds away. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the left side to his running back, and he is running for his life as he reverses field, tries to cut it back up the middle, but they're all over it. He's going nowhere but down.
You know, that's the type of deal there. You've got to be thinking strip the ball.
Yeah,
You've got to be stripping ball.
but if you can't get the strip, you got to make sure you make the tackle.
True.
Don't let a strip ball attempt lead to a 78-yard touchdown. So, you know, hey, make the tackle, get them off the field as quickly as you can, get that ball back.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So here we go, second down and about 15. Ball on about the 16-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. Shotgun set here, 3 to his right, 1 to his left, running back beside him. Takes the snap, hands it off to him immediately, runs up the middle, tries to make some room here. He's dragging people for a couple extra. And forward progress, they should blow it dead, and they do. A little shoving going on after the play.
They never got him down.
Nevertheless, it's a good gain on the play, about 7 or 8. Make it 3rd and 7 here. Ball at about the 24-yard line.
Put up 5:40 left in the game.
It's getting down to crunch time here for the Bulldogs. Fairview has 3 receivers to the quarterback's left, 1 to his right, back beside him in the shotgun as the clock ticks under 5 on the play clock. Takes a snap with about 2 to go on the play clock, hands it off up the middle. He cuts back off to the right side and gains a pretty good amount. Flag down on the play late. Not sure if that's a illegal block in the back or if that's a face mask. I did not see the foul.
I didn't see a face mask.
Holding against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's
Holding against the Yellow Jackets.
And that will be most. Well, I thought it'd be declined. It'd make it 4th down, but
they took it.
Yeah, they took the penalty. It'll make it 3rd and about 15. So here we go, 4th down and 15, or excuse me, 3rd down and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the game. They're lined up in the shotgun with some tight receivers to the left, 1 to his right, back beside him in the shotgun.
Stopped at the line.
Quarterback hands it off, and there's nowhere to go. He does a good job of burning some time off the clock. But
if they're not going to get the ball, they at least need to stop him like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's getting down to the point now where time's really working against them. It's 4th down and 15 here, but they've really got to move the ball. They've got to move it quickly. And they've got to make some stops on defense and not allow, 3.5 minutes to tick off the clock. As Fairview really letting those seconds tick away.
Milking that clock.
Really letting that clock run down.
I mean, are we still playing ball?
They're acting like they've already won the game here. Timeout Yellow Jackets, and we'll take one as well. We'll be right back on the PTCI Road Show Game of the Week.
I think I'm going to find it right home. That's what I think.
Set to return to action here between Fairview Yellow Jackets and the Hooker Bulldogs. clock stopped at 4:02 in the fourth quarter here, as Fairview is set to punt the ball away to the Hooker Bulldogs against the wind, which probably isn't a huge factor. It's died down substantially from what it was at kickoff. Waiting on the snap here.
And they are milking it.
Good snap. Decent punt. We'll be down to about the 46-yard line for the Bulldogs in Yellow Jacket territory, but they've got an uphill battle ahead of them as the clock is under 4 minutes to go here in the final quarter of play, and they're down 37-14 against the Yellow Jackets. Hookers stepping back out onto the field for their next possession of offense here. A couple receivers to the quarterback's right, one to his left, two backs back there with him in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Takes a snap, hands it off to his right side. Got quite a bit of room, got enough for the first down and a couple more as they move deeper into Fairview's territory. Call him down at about the 36-yard line here. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Great run. Great run. Found some space and made it happen.
6-yard line. Bulldogs first down.
Yes, sir. That number 22 he's been doing some good work all night.
He's been a pretty good runner tonight. He really has. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to the right side again. He still finds some room as he makes some people miss.
Spinning.
This kid is really making it work. He's going to take it.
He's got a break now.
He's going to take it. Touchdown Bulldogs late here. That is exactly what they needed. Good run, good effort. Showing some heart out there.
No flags. Looking good.
They're going to set that down for the extra point try. Great effort there by 22. Big game.
Yep. It scared
Got the
me.
horns blowing. Haven't heard that in a while here. Hooker desperately needed that play. That was a good job. 3:19 to go here in the final quarter. Score as of right now is 37-20. Fairview over Hooker, but they're going for two here as they have to. It's a do or die situation. Lined up in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls back, throws a goal line fade, and it's covered well, but there's a flag on the play. A lot of shoving going on down there in the end zone. Holding on the defense, so that'll move them even closer.
So we replay the down, yes?
Or pass interference, excuse me. Yeah, that'll be a retry at the distance to the goal, which, moving it a little closer, you could potentially run a quarterback sneak now from the 1 yard line. That's 3 feet. You could fall forward and get 3 feet.
I say do it.
Why not? Spread them out wide and run it up the middle. But I'm not a coach, so.
Let's see if they listen to us.
Two receivers on either, or a single receiver on either side, two backs with him. Quarterback sweep off to the right. Fairview's ready for it, however. So the score remains 37-20. Fairview over Hooker. They're going to switch sides here, and we'll be right back on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week. And we're set to get back to the action here. Late in the fourth quarter. Hooker Bulldogs 20, Fairview Yellow Jackets 37. Hooker lining up to kick it off to Fairview. Doesn't look like an onside kick, but you never know. And they go with a high squib kick, basically. Fielded at about the 44. Fairview will take over on their next possession. 1st and 10.
I'm not sure if that was
Onside recovered by the Jacket.
Yeah, it's a kick.
Ball's going to be spotted down at the 44-yard line.
Onsides are really tough to get, and they need a couple of them. Fairview set to go on their next drive. Probably going to be a snoozer for them here. They're going to be burning a lot of clock.
Yes.
as they come out with doubles. And a back beside the quarterback in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff, keeps it himself off to the left side, makes a few guys miss. Got enough for the first down. He's running down the sideline, cuts it back to his right, and will be tackled down at about the 25-yard line, deep in Hooker territory, with just over 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 27-yard line.
They're going to mark it back at the 27-yard line. Regardless, enough for the first down. Clock continues to run. Takes under 3 minutes to go.
Well, that young man says he's got some speed, doesn't he?
He really does, and he's got a couple moves in his workbook as well. Getting lined up here. Tight bunch set to the right. Takes a snap, fakes it to his runner, keeps it himself off to the right side. Pretty good tackle there. Gain of a couple. That'll make it second down.
18, Case Dillard on the right side. Brought down by number 2, Case Fisher.
So second down and about 4 to go after a good run off to the right. Fairview in no hurry at all. As the clock ticks, it's just over 2 minutes, but it'll get under 2 before they snap the ball here.
Do they still do the 2 minutes warning thing?
Only in the NFL.
I was thinking we did that when I was in high school ball.
Oh. Well, yeah, now you got to get paid the big bucks to get to take a break.
So you mean we're not there yet?
I thought I saw somebody run early. Quarterback just takes a few steps forward and falls down. They're basically burning clock here.
18, Case Dillard down in the backfield.
Third down and 7.
Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. Third down and 7.
With about a minute and a half to go here in the game. Score is Fairview 37, Hooker 20. Ball on the 24-yard line. Fairview's going to let this tick down to just over a minute before they take the snap. Hooker will have time for one more possession, but not a whole lot of seconds to work with. And Fairview takes a timeout here.
Oh.
Don't really understand that when the name of the game is burn clock, but
Timeout.
we'll take one with them. We'll be right back on the PTCI Roadshow Game of the Week. Here we go, the two teams making their way back onto the field. Minute 8 seconds to go here in the game. Fairview has a 3rd and 7, ball on about the 24-yard line. Not hurrying up, trying to burn clock. They're ahead 37-20 over the Hooker Bulldogs. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, hands it off up the middle, and he'll rumble forward. Flag on the play, 2 flag. Flag comes in late. I don't know if he just had a slow draw or if he saw another foul.
Well, I didn't see anything.
Number 51, Kobe Quanton on
Not
the
really.
field.
Clock's under a minute.
Penalty flags on the field.
Let's see what the call is. The refs taking their time to discuss once again. Holding against the Yellow Jackets. So that'll move them back a little bit if it's accepted. And it is. Oh, well. Might decline it here. Holding against Fairview. Penalty is declined.
Penalty is declined.
So that'll make it
Bring
fourth
up
down.
down.
About 5 yards to go. 59 seconds remaining in the game. Once again, the score is 37-20, Fairview over Hooker.
Of course, being this close, they're going to try to run it.
Oh yeah, name of the game is just burn as much clock as you can. And they are for sure. Play clock ticks under 10. About 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lined up in the shotgun. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the right side. He's got some room. He got down close to the first down, but they're calling him short, so that'll be a turnover on downs for Fairview.
Around the right side. Ball's going to be spotted down at the 15-yard line.
Oh, never mind. They
Yellow
gave him
Jacket,
a first down.
down.
I thought he was short. My eyes must be getting bad.
I wasn't going to say, but it looked like a first down.
Just
But of
under
course-
20 here.
I've got the benefit of the monitor and I can zoom in.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, I've got bad eyes to begin with, and I'm far away. We'll line up in a victory formation here. This will be the last snap of the game. Drops back, takes a knee, and that's the final play of the game.
That's the end of the
Final
ball
score
game.
is
Your
Fairview 37, Hooker 20.
20.
Thanks for watching the PTCI Regional Roadshow Game of the Week between the Fairview Yellow Jackets and the Hooker Bulldogs.